In this video, we will see the algorithm of knapsack problem and its implementation. In this knapsack problem, we solve it by greedy method. Now when we solve it with the help of greedy method, then in that case, we require the two parameters. That parameters are m and n, where m is a knapsack size, or we can say that it's a capacity, and n is the number of objects. Now we have written that the profit of 1 is to n and weight 1 is to n contain the profit and weights respectively of the n objects ordered such that the profit divided by weight ratio is greater than equal to profit of I plus 1 divided by weight of I plus 1. So within this greedy knapsack, we will have the two arrays which consist of the profit and the weight. Profit and weight. So here we have to order these n objects in this way, where the profit divided by weight ratio of the first element, it should be greater than equal to profit divided by weight ratio of the second element. So we have to write these n objects in descending order of profit divided by weight ratio. So here m is knapsack size and x of 1 is to n is the solution vector. Now we will see the algorithm steps. So before this, we consider that here we will see one of the example, the output for that one of the example, that we consider that we have three objects and the profit for these three objects, it will be 25, 24 and 15. These are the profits of the three objects. Now the weight of three objects, it will be 18, 15 and 10. So this is the weight of the three objects. Now after that, these three objects we have to order in such a way that this profit divided by weight ratio, it is greater than equal to profit divided by weight of second element. So therefore if we calculate it, then we can find out that this will be our profit divided by weight ratio. So here 24 divided by 15, it is having the largest ratio than 15 divided by 10 and 25 divided by 80. So it is written in descending order of profit divided by weight ratio. Now after that, we will see the algorithm. Now the same example we will see in our implementation part. Now here, for I is equal to 1 to n, do x of I is equal to 0.0. So here we will initialize our solution vector. So after that, now u is equal to m, it means this knapsack size, we assign this knapsack size to u. For I is equal to 1 to n, do if weight of I is greater than u, then in that case it will break, else it will do x of I is equal to 1.0. It means it will take the first item or the first element completely. So here it will take the first element completely, and after that it will find out the remaining size of the knapsack. So therefore it will calculate it with the help of u is equal to u minus weight of I. So here the weight of I, it means this is the weight which is inserted into the knapsack. So the remaining weight will be represented with the help of u. Now after that, if I is less than equal to n, then in that case x of I is equal to u divided by weight of I. It means the remaining size, it will be filled with the next element or the next object. Now this is about the greedy knapsack. Now we will see the implementation part. Now before to see the implementation part, we will use this example. that where the profit is 25, 24, 15 and weight is 18, 15, 10. So now we will see the implementation part. Now before to see implementation part, we will run this program. Now you can see that enter the number of objects. So here we have 3 objects. After that we have to enter the weight and the profit. So here the first weight is 18 and its weight is 25. Again the next element is its weight is 15 and its profit is 24. After that the last element was there, so its weight is 10 and its profit is 15. Now we have to enter the capacity of the knapsack or the size of the knapsack. So here I write the 20 is the capacity of the knapsack. So here you can say that you get the result vector as 1.00, 0.50, 0.00. This will be your solution vector, or you can say that it is a result vector. And finally you can see you will get the maximum profit. It is 31.5 for this example. Now we will see the implementation part of this algorithm. Now we will start with the int main. So initially we have to insert the weight and a profit. Initially we have to insert the two arrays, that is weight and profit. Then m is there, which represents the knapsack size. Then num, I and j, where num is the variable which is required for the number of objects. I and j, these are the variables we will require. It is required for the for loop. After that float ratio is written. So float ratio, it is also one of the array that we write for the float for the profit divided by weight ratio. After that the 10th variable we have written, so it is required within this program, so that's why we have written. Now after that we have to write, we have to take the number of objects. So we will take this value from the user, that enter the number of objects, then scanf %d &num. So the number of objects, it is taken in num variable. After that from the user we will take enter the weights and profits of each object. So within this for loop we will take the weight and the profit of 3 objects, or the number of objects whichever is you have written. Now after that we have to write the capacity of the knapsack. So that value we will store in the m variable. After that, now here we have to calculate the profit divided by weight ratio. Only we will calculate this ratio. So here again within the for loop we write the profit divided by weight ratio. Now here you can see that whatever the ratio we have calculated, so we write it in a descending order. So therefore we write for loop I is equal to 0, I is less than n, I is less than num, I plus plus. So here number of objects is written in num variable. After that for j is equal to I plus 1, j is less than num, j plus plus. So here within this for loop what we are doing, so we have to write, or we have to according to the ratio we have to shuffle our weight and the profit. So therefore we are writing this for loop. So initially if ratio of I is less than ratio of j, then in that case we will alter, or we will swap the ratios of the first, we will swap the ratios. In the same way, we will swap the weight of the first, we will swap the weight and we will swap the profit. So for that purpose we have written this for loop. So it means after executing this statement, whatever the profit and weight ratio was there, so that will be in a descending order according to the profit divided by weight ratio. So for that purpose we have written these statements. Now then we will call to the knapsack function. It means knapsack algorithm. So here we have written that within the knapsack we will have the num, it means the number of objects, the weight and profit arrays, and after that m is the knapsack size. Now from here we will call to the knapsack function. So therefore we will come here. Now within the void knapsack we will have int n, that is number of objects, float weight, it's an array, float array, then profit is there, profit is again a float array, and m is the knapsack size. Now here we consider a solution vector and tp is the total profit. Initially we assigned it to 0. So again here I, j, these are the variables it is required for the for loop, and u is the variable which is used to find out the remaining weight which we have to insert into the knapsack. So initially, as we have seen in algorithm, that initially we have to initialize the solution vector. So therefore within the for loop we write the x of I is equal to 0.0. So here we will initialize the solution vector or the result vector. Then u is equal to m. The knapsack size we assign to variable u. After that, within this for loop we write if weight of I is greater than u, then in that case we will break the loop. Then after that, within the else part we can say that now if the above condition is false, it means the weight of I is greater than u, this condition is false, then in that case it will come in this else part, and within the else part what it will do, so it will take the first element as it is, then it will take the profit of that first object. So therefore initially that TP was 0, so TP is equal to TP plus profit of I. So profit of I is added into the total profit, and here we will calculate the remaining u or the remaining weight we have to insert into the knapsack. So therefore we write the u is equal to u minus weight of I. So u is the knapsack size. So knapsack size minus the weight of the first object, and after that if we subtract it, then we will get the remaining weight we have to insert into the knapsack. So that we will calculate over here. So this is in a for loop, so it will be continued. After that, within here we will check the condition if I is less than n, as this statement is given in algorithm also. So if I is less than n, then in that case for the remaining weight we will use the solution vector, or we will use that particular object. So x of I is equal to u divided by weight of I. Now our knapsack size will be full. So after that what we will do, so we will find out the total profit for the last element also. We will add the profit of the last element into the total profit. So therefore we will write TP is equal to TP plus x of I into profit of I. So here x of I, it means the solution vector, that's object, into the profit of that object. So in this way we will calculate the total profit. After that we will print the result vector. Now to print the result vector, so here the x of I is the solution vector or the result vector we have written. So we will print it. After that, maximum profit, so here it will print the maximum profit of the knapsack size. Now in this way Now initially here we calculate the maximum size, and finally we have to write the return 0. So again we will run the same program. So here you can see that enter the number of objects. So here I enter the 3 objects. Then we have to write the weight and the profits of each object. So initially the weight of the first object is 80 and its profit is 25. After that the weight of the second object, it is 15 and its profit is 24. Then the weight of the third object is 10 and the profit of the third object, it is 15. Now after that we have to enter the capacity, knapsack capacity. Now after entering all these values within the main function, we sort it according to its ratio, that is profit divided by weight ratio. Then after that we call to the knapsack function, and after calling it we can say that we got this result vector. So here according to the result vector it will find out the maximum profit, that is 31.50. So like this we can implement the knapsack size. Thank you.